This is for Fort Worth DFW. This is for them. And I want them to know something. Turn the light back on.
Look, can you see your face?
Yeah, I can't see my face. I can see it a little bit, but people can't see my face. This is for them. All right. Because after this, I'm gonna tell we guarding them. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was wrong for what y'all did me. Y'all terrorized me to come up. And y'all want to listen to me. Y'all use that as an advantage for work now. And y'all use me to terrorize me. And you and T.I. and them and talk to T.I. and Gilly the Kid and them. Y'all wrong, man. Y'all wrong. Let me tell you something. Because I told the DA this. If anything happened to me and my family, they're going to jail too because of y'all lies. That's my new phone.
It's only crap. Is it crap?
No, it's not crap, but you don't need to play with it and it don't got a kid
I
set.
have it on my bed.
Because of y'all lies, man. Because of y'all lies and y'all terrorized me in the community. And I told the DEA they would be a prosecutor. Y'all know y'all was wrong, man. But niggas, I don't know about game. Let me tell y'all something. We didn't have that in New Orleans. And I'm not got to participate in stuff that I grew up in sections. I grew up in sections. And that's what y'all want to claim, do that. We have sections in New Orleans. Listen to the Hot Boy stuff. Listen to Juvenile. Listen to them. We don't have that. I'm not out to rep anything that I haven't read about. I'm not out to be in nothing that I haven't read about and I haven't studied. Okay? You don't join nothing that you never studied and you didn't grow up around when you was a kid. When I came out here to Texas after Katrina, and I was in Plano Middle School, and I came to Carrollton, Texas, and I'm sitting on the Carrollton, Texas community porch, in the Carrollton, Texas around my house where Kiwi and them, and we sitting in there, and I'm sitting in there, and one person said, "What up, blood?" We don't have that. We don't have that. Look, I'm not got to participate in y'all lies and deceive. And I'm not got to join nothing that I don't have no understanding of. I have no understanding of. So if y'all want to participate in that stuff, we have sections. Listen to the Hot Boys album. Listen to Juvenile. We have sections. We don't have wars. We have 9th War, 8th War, 7th War, 5th War. We don't have that for work. And let me tell y'all something. Y'all getting away with a lot of lies, man. But I told the DEA something, and they playing dumb with the mayor. And the lady, my attorney, sit up there. Y'all can sit up there and spread lies that I work for somebody and tell these lies with the rest of what y'all did to me to come up and have a platform. But God say, no witness of either I'm here or not, the DA going to be a prosecutor with the mayor. You hear me? I want to tell you what it's going to go down, how it's going to go down. I'm here now, either I'm going or not. They're still going to be prosecuted. I want to tell them like that. God want to tell them it's going to be like that for the DEA and the mayor job. Either I'm here or not. I want to hear about no one he's gone. No, bitch, either I'm here or not, that nigga getting prosecuted. But Obama and them was watching my social media. And we told Obama and them, we need you to speak up. We need Capitol Hill. We need every senator from every state to come and speak up. We need you. God needs you. America needs you on truth and honesty. Because the mayor, Eric Johnson, and the DEA, and the rest of these motherfuckers that doing bullshit. Yellow Breeze and them lying. But you continue to lie. But you're not going to lie and say I'm working for someone and I'm fighting a battle that is bigger than you. And I'm fighting Social Security and the issues that's going on with Social Security. Because you want to be selfish and you want to lie. I don't need to be, God don't want to be around selfish, lying people. You starting stuff with these kids and these workers, these dudes act like they know, man. But God gonna fight all of my battles. You know, I told the DA, they got lies going around these streets that I work for somebody because I don't want to participate in what y'all did me, man. I'm not going to get into something that I don't know nothing about. You hear me? I didn't grow up around it. I didn't grow up banging a rag. I didn't grow up around it. I didn't do nothing. We had fights. We didn't have nothing. And I'm not gonna stand something. If you ask Terrell Gangster, that Birdman brother, we didn't have that growing up. They know about it because they left the hood. We don't know. We didn't have that in New Orleans. So I'm not out to participate, even though Carrollton, Texas is a part of me too. But we're not out to. I didn't even join that stuff when I was in Carrollton. Understand these things. I'm not out to join nothing that I don't know nothing about, and I need to know resources about, and I don't know nothing about. But don't lie, man. Don't lie. And don't lie. Don't do that because I told my lawyer, I told my lawyer, and I told the Justice Department, they spread lies around the streets to cover up their bullshit of what they did me. And the mayor sitting up there lying, but people, my sister-in-law said, don't make threats. God said, we're going to carry out those threats. Whether the DA going to be a prosecutor with them. No, you want to play with me and my family in the hand, get touched on by my family. The mayor and them are going to go to jail. And I'm sorry to say that for Governor Abbott. And I told Governor Abbott, God said if it had to come, it had to come. I'm sorry, but if I have to do that, it had to do that. Obama and them know y'all lied. The Capitol Hill and them, the rest of the state know y'all lied. They was watching my social media without me even knowing. Without me even giving them my social media. So if y'all want to continue to stay in y'all lie, DFW, Fort Worth and Dallas and Oak Cliff, and when I go on those trains and those buses, each attack that happened, you will be wholly accountable for it. Your mayor will suffer the consequences. Your DA will suffer. Each attacking that happened against him, you will suffer. And you don't care, right? God said, try me. And watch you get sued for you have no more money. You have nothing left. Each hit that you cause, you will be held accountable for it. The DA and the mayor will be held accountable for each hit. State of Texas will be held accountable for it. You stepping on territory, God said. You stepping on holy grounds. I want to let them know when I go on that train to 17, you stepping on holy grounds. Know of your action, what it might cost. Because you might penalize everybody in the hood and they might suffer dearly. And my Texas might have a drought. You're going to pay the price. But I don't want nothing to do with these people, man. Y'all fucked up, man. But nigga, I'm not going to join something that I don't know, nigga. And I'm not going to be a part of something, a culture that I don't know nothing about. I want my past to stay away from me. Past old friendship, past relationship. We move into something future. Let me tell you what me and DJ Khaled got a great understanding. DJ Khaled haven't came here yet. He haven't came in. PD haven't came in yet. And we've been communicating. We haven't came here. Remember that blueprint will be gone. Y'all don't have to, the industry don't have to give me a damn thing, but they won't have me anymore. Accept it and let me go. So forward Crips, I didn't grow up around it. If I ever interviewed Terrell Granson and tell them how I grew up on the West Bank, I used to act like a wrestler, and people know me on the West Bank, and they do. We never grew up. We had sections, we had wars. I don't know why y'all coming. We all men hold our own downs just by being ourselves and being us. Yeah, we fight. We had war 9, war 8, war 7, war 5, war 10, war West Bank, Uptown. But being ourselves is the most important thing we have in New Orleans. We didn't let a rag define who we is. Being ourselves is made us, that's what made us important. That's what made New Orleans people important. So I want to tell you, Crips and brothers, I'm not there to get into something that I don't know. And if you can't understand, I didn't grow up around it. I didn't know it. So I'm sorry if you feel some type of way. If I learn about your culture one day, whatever it takes, and then we'll talk if I learn about your culture. If I don't know about your culture, how can I understand and join something that I don't know, that I haven't studied and did my homework on? So I want to tell a person, I don't know about your culture. I didn't grow up around those things. And y'all can take offense up and do what y'all want to do. But I'm not going to join something that I don't know and I have not been a part and I don't know nothing about and I haven't did my history about it. My mom and them don't play that shit even in that situation. So I don't want y'all to take it offensive. But I gotta know about it. I gotta read about y'all. I gotta know about your history. I gotta do the subject how it all started. And if I haven't got on YouTube and write a documentary about y'all Bloods and Crips and all of that, how can I know it? You can't get mad at me because I don't know about your history. I'm smart, but you can't get mad at me because I don't know about your history. You can't throw threats at me because I don't know about your history. So I want to let the Bloods and Crips, I don't know nothing about your history. Dallas and Fort Worth and all the rest of y'all, I don't know nothing. I haven't read, I'm not going to get into something where we didn't grow up around that stuff. We didn't grow up around that, okay? And I want them to know. I want Fort Worth them to know. And I want Dallas to know. I don't know nothing about that history. Crips, I don't know nothing about that. I didn't grow up. I would have to do a documentary about it to understand it and be a part of something. I would have to read. I would have to make sure. You always, before you get into anything, you always learn about something. So understand that. Don't take it as no disrespect, Blood and Crip. I'm not getting into something. I have to sit up there and do my research. I have to do a documentary. And I have to do my homework. I mean, I have to study y'all and what y'all all about. No man would not get into something that he does not know. And I want y'all to understand that. And we are communicating. I want us to communicate for work, everybody. No man will not get into something that he don't know and he need to do his research about. I didn't grow up around it. We grew up, put up the soldier rag. You know what I'm saying? Juvenile and them brought that out. I grew up on 400 degrees. So we didn't have that. So I want for where, if you don't understand and you don't want to listen, because I know some people that don't want to listen, they're not trying to understand that I don't know about your culture. And they will go against that. They will go against that grain. We don't get, you don't know. And you have those type of mindsets. You have those type of mindsets. So we didn't grow up around it. We had 9-1, 8-1 West Bank. I grew up on the West Bank. Juvenile probably them know about. They always adventure. They made it out the hood before anybody. They started this. Juvenile and them and Cash Money. Without Juvenile and them, hip hop wouldn't even exist. A lot of things without Juvenile and BG and them and teaming up with Bum B and them and then Bum B coming to New Orleans, it won't be what it is right now. Without Juvenile and them and Birdman and Lil Wayne them and the rest of the Cash Money and Bum. It won't be without them. Juvenile, Birdman, Lil Wayne, all the rest of the Cash Money people, Pimp C, Bum B. They've been on. I'm a UGK fan. My stepdad got me on Pocket Full of Stones. So without Pimp C and the rest of the people, it won't be hip hop. Pimp C and Bum B, they've been dealing with Birdman forever since the Neck of the Woods album, Fast Money album. They've been dealing with them since the Fast Money album, man. Birdman said, bring them checkbooks. We need us, man. Juvenile say, it ain't about beef, it's about money. And then if it ain't about money, I don't want to talk. And he said it on the 400 on the albums. So I want everybody to realize this. Please, man. I know some people gonna go, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about me. But I'm not gonna get into something that I don't know. Let me do my research. Even if I do my research, I'm still not gonna. If I decide to participate, but I'm gonna have to read a documentary about Bloods. I'm gonna have to look at how it all started and what it's about before I join. And when you join something, you always do your research about something. Like you're going for a job interview. Know the position, know the thing that you want, know the position, know everything. You got to know how to know situations, know everything that you want to do. And like going on a regular job interview. But I know some people are going to go against me. They don't care anyway. But I'm not going to get into some. I would have to do research. Give me time for me to just read a documentary about Bloods and Crips. Let me see how it all started before you assume something. And I never grew up around it. And I had teachers around me at Newman Smith. Even when I came down here, I had friends. The person I did music with, me, Mirza, Keegan, I anticipated he read, but I never joined it. But Obama and them knows. Obama and them knows, man. So, I had to reach out to Obama and them the other day. Obama, God needs you. America needs you for truth and honesty. But I want to tell Crips and Blood, y'all gonna make it very hard. Even if I don't know about it, y'all gonna say, "Fuck." No, we know how you gonna act. We know how you humans gonna act. So I want you to understand this situation, how we are always understand each other. And I want forward, they're not gonna want to understand because some humans don't want to listen. Some people they stubborn in their ways and they're not gonna want to understand how things are. So you got to give somebody a reason to join something, to understand it, to play the culture. If you want somebody to participate, let him do his homework on it. You got to get somebody to understand it. 'Cause even though Lil Wayne, them Bloods and with Mac and them and all the rest of them and Twist them, but you got to get the understanding of it. Everybody got to learn about something. Trust me, I'm a learner. Trust me, I know how to observe stuff and learn something, and I learn things and just be just a part of that. You know what I'm saying? And one thing, I was in Garland in 2019. Everybody was like, Hubert, they told me they side and listening. But I didn't like when I was in Dallas County where people wanted to manipulate me. Tell me not to pick up a book. And I picked up a book. So we having that problem today where we mostly understanding the concept. My mama, we didn't grow up. My mama didn't grow up, and my mama would not like it that I participate in that stuff because that's something we didn't grow up in. When I was in Dallas County, one person said I'm not from New Orleans. And I'm like, he trying to get scrubs. I said, we got two different mindsets, dog. That don't mean I'm not from New Orleans. We raised different. We got different personalities. We got different things. We got different everything. You can't say I'm not from whatever I'm in because my personality don't match your personality. I don't do things the way you do. So I want y'all to understand me. Y'all, you gonna be like, fuck this nigga. I'm not trying to understand. You know what I'm saying? You know, I told you, look, other kids in the dreads. I hope I can meet them on a jet one day in Dallas County. And I told them about the idea, but I also told them how the industry, how to deal stuff right. So I was telling them, I hope we meet. I told them other kids, but the reason why I told them I hope we meet each other on the jet because of the different point of views, the point of views that causing conflict. I'd rather let y'all do your own thing, and if we meet up, we meet up. Whatever happens, happens. So I wanted that to be the number one thing with that situation when I was talking to these two kids with the dreads. When I was talking to them in the jailhouse, like I was praying to God because I'm fighting the Social Security and the mayor are doing deceptive things with the state of Texas. They lying, and it was after they text. They didn't want to hear about the call center mistreating me and violating my rights and taunting and doing all that. I told Senator Ted, look here, Senator Ted, where those calls at, Senator Ted? You know that guy in McKinnon, he told me, Hubert, he said, just because they say they recording stuff doesn't mean they recording stuff. Stop accusing people of something. We got to feel comfortable to come to y'all. I'm fighting a bigger battle here. And I know Crips and Blood not going to understand this, but I'm willing to leave hip hop and not deal with this anymore. If that's the cost of my fight, much greater than that. Because this is much greater than understanding anything about people getting treated bad in Social Security. So, you know, if I don't have to be in hip hop and you make it before I do, or you make it you be in and I don't be in, that's the cost God said we're gonna have to pay to fight for the greater good. Of people getting treated bad in the government buildings, Social Security. I told that lady that told me to sue us if we want, and the guy that taunted me that they was gonna not get away. I told the people in Atlanta that they was not gonna get away. I made this very clear to them. I made this very clear to Atlanta Social Security office in the call center. So I hope when the ladies told me at the call center, told me I sue her that she hung up in my face. I hope that my actions speak louder than my words. I hope that my actions speak louder than my words. But I hope you forward niggas make it. But let me tell you something. They have put me in a tough situation. The Dallas DEA had an informant in there. They had people now would listen to a person that when the security guards were treating me bad. So I want you to understand where they don't want stuff to change. They don't want stuff to change in their Social Security. You know, I don't need you to understand because people didn't understand God. And God was the most biggest threat of them all. They killed God because he was something powerful. I don't expect you Bloods and Crips to understand my fight. But also God said we don't have to be a part of it if you ain't gonna understand. You go your way, I go my way. Because this fight is much more greater than what's going on now in this situation. But I would not allow them to lie on me. And I have to say stuff to fight for my life because of the greater cost that we're facing with Social Security. You know, Jim Jones said something about when Bobby Smoke got out of jail, he paid his debt to society. Why do I have to pay my debt to racism society? Why I have to do that? I don't expect you to understand me, guys. And they didn't understand God. And people are not going to want to understand me. But realize that this fight is so much greater than everything. My word was to get to the Social Security. I wasn't trying to communicate with kids. I wasn't trying to do that. I needed them to understand the bigger fight that was ahead. I had Obama and them attention. I had CNN attention. The call center attention needed to happen. And it changed their answer machine up. So when we got the call center attention, and I see the senator still not willing to address the issues. Guys, my fight is bigger than what is going on here. And if you can't understand me, I will leave this situation. But I will not allow Yellow Breezy and Trap Boy Freddy and other people to lie on me, and the DEA and the Mary A. Johnson to lie. But my fight is bigger. I told Senator Ted I could set up a meeting right now on Senator Ted website. What is the orientation? But they the one that's accusing me of this. They the one that misbehaved themselves. Anyway, you send me a letter to ask me to come in front of the Senate. I want you to send me a letter. And let's talk about the racist businesses in the mall and the rest of them, since y'all want to act. You the one that could send me a letter. And if I get out of line, you have somebody to sit me right back down. Order would be in there. So that's me. My fight is more greater than this understand. And I don't expect you to understand. But cooler with the lies. Please cooler with the lies. OGP reading them cooler with the lies. Please. Please cooler with the lies if y'all ain't understanding my fight. Understand it. Like Nellis, y'all only in it for the cause. Understand this fight is greater. I told somebody, I hope the guy in Windy Deep in Atlanta, downtown Atlanta, listening to me because he treated me bad. The Mexican guy in Windy Deep in Atlanta. I hope he listening to me. For your behavior, I hope that the city of Atlanta doing something about your behavior and Atlanta workers' behavior. And I hope they doing something about your behavior. I told my mama when I called the Atlanta Center and I called the assistant, I found that somebody's working on my case. So me understanding and be able to acknowledge myself and understanding I'm talking to the Atlanta senator, the Atlanta Center assistant about the Social Security, about the issues and how my case going. I found that I got a caseworker on it, and they working through the progress. So me understanding, go to sleep. Me understanding that is the bigger part where I had to tell my mom that, but the mayor told everybody their business. He started this. So me understanding the Atlanta situation and understanding that I have somebody on my case working and the Atlanta senator has somebody on my case working to understand the problem that's ahead. So I don't expect y'all to understand blood and Crips, and I don't expect y'all to understand in the community. But realize something. God knew something was much greater to fight for. America knows what's much greater to fight for. But y'all was wrong with y'all terrorized me and what y'all did. But I got the call center attention. And that was the main executive. Me saying the word that I said, you know, a girl texted me, and I didn't want to actually look at the message. She from Dallas. He said, your inspiration sounds sincere, and I want to take the time to get to know you. But there's so much manipulation going on. It's hard to trust what we see. So many people trying to scoop up. And God said we have to keep our distance when so many people are doing sneaky things. This girl messaging me from Dallas. See, your message is inspiration. You sound like you're very sincere. Yeah, I'm very sincere, and I mean what I say. Hey, if y'all deserve that, attack me because I'm fighting for something greater. Do it then. But as long as I went down fighting for something, I had a cause and treated, and the workers in the land are treated people. So I want the Bloods and the Crip know my fight is much more greater. But please don't lie. And when I'm going through some situations, but I don't want my past to interfere. I don't want Marissa. I don't want none of it. I have to leave the past and understand something in the future to get to something powerful. You know, I told my brother I have always been strong, but people have not been stronger for me. And I don't need that. God said, don't make this personal than it have to be. And where this fight need to happen. And one person told me in Dallas County, you can't change. And I told the Justice Department, I refuse to let somebody tell me in Judge Kennedy program what I can't change. How y'all treat us. He said that words.
Daddy, you can't see me.
But I'm talking to y'all. Y'all not going to hear it. Y'all going to disagree with it. God said respect that. Let the chips fall where it falls. But nobody will not stop me from attacking this issue. I will leave hip hop alone to fight for a bigger cause. And y'all can have it. Because I know my fight is much more greater than y'all, what y'all are doing and what y'all are doing. Yeah. Yeah.
Bye.
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 You going to sleep? I'm about to get off here. Bloods and Crips in Texas, I'm coming at you with truth. But you can't understand the price that I'm paying that put myself out there for the greater good. The price that I'm paying to put myself out there for the greater good of change in the Social Security. You know, a person in Judge when I was in Atlanta, Clinton County, you know, he said something. He told me not to let, he said, you calm your rage down. That ain't rage, that passion. I wanted to tell that Atlanta judge that was passion because something wanted to get out. I'm getting tired of being held back in the spirit. I'm getting tired of businesses and not understanding, and I'm tired of what I felt in that Atlanta jailhouse. I wanted to just be free. I wanted to let my spirit be more. I'm tired of giving Walmart and these businesses, racist businesses, a chance. And I wanted to be free. And only if I would have told him to just sit up there and just told him he said that. And I just not just stay quiet and I would have just told him something. That rage was passion. That wasn't rage, that was passion. That was passion that's ready to let loose and not willing to be held back any more longer because of racism of what's going on in this society, in these businesses. That Atlanta judge don't know how I feel, what I wanted to say to him in that moment. That Clayton County Atlanta judge, when he told me, now you calm down, you're right. That's not rage, that's passion. That's something that's waiting to come out, that's waiting to be unleashed. It don't want to be held back anymore. It's a song by Master 300. All I ever wanted was to get my family out the hood. But all I ever wanted was growth when I listened to that song. By Master 300. I don't expect y'all to understand me. And I expect y'all to go against everything I say. Because it's hard to get people to understand something that's great. God have gave me to do this since I was 12 years old. I remember being in Fantasy Williams, New Orleans, before they turned it into elementary school. And I remember playing in a band. And I remember one of my band class members. You know, he went to jail for peeing in a girl's mouth at Fantasy Williams in the gym for smacking her and peeing in her mouth. But I remember him telling me he would listen to the beat in the parade. And then when I started, he corrected me, then I started going and I started moving more and I started playing with the beat. Every parade, I never went to a football game, but I always marched through the Superdome in New Orleans. The parades. I never been to a football game, but I always marched through the Superdome. You know, I remember just seeing my face on a Superdome one day. You know what I'm saying? I don't expect y'all to understand this. God said willingly, and I hope y'all be successful. Blood and love, I hope y'all all be successful. I'm not hating on you at the football. I'm not doing, but y'all was wrong what y'all did though. But I'm not mad at you. So I want to tell y'all something that I want the footwork to hear me, and I want them to get this message. I want them to listen. Understand that meaning and that matter, guys. And I wish y'all the best of luck. And I hope everybody in Fort Worth. You see, God don't hate. We show love to everybody and we make sure everybody be successful. You know, a preacher told me in Orion City of Church, and I had to go up to him the next day because he said something that God put everybody before everybody. Before he put everybody, he put he put his needs before everybody. He put everybody before him. God sent everybody on missions. Why he did it. So he didn't put everybody before he put everybody before him. He sent everybody on missions. So I want y'all to keep understanding. I was on live being I'm communicating with some people, and one thing we talked about my relationship and my the girl from Brooklyn and everybody trying to tell me you need to find something better, your baby mama, get another situation, and everybody was just communicating with me. You are very intelligent on live me. Everybody was just very me on live me, and everybody was very communicating. You're very intelligent, and everybody in Chicago was just telling me if you know that you're too intelligent. You got too much. And you need to find somebody that's gonna keep up with you and have all those qualities and stuff. But and like that, and people trying to tell me in New York on live me, they were trying to tell me in New York too. So me just able to this communicate with people in Chicago and New York and understand what they were trying to tell me and understand those things. And to understand that, so I have talked to people from around the world, and I have talked to people in Paris and London and all of these situations. So we done with the past. I can't go back to the past. We're looking forward to the future. I haven't found what I need yet. I haven't found what I need yet. So I want to tell, hey, I hope they hear me, guys. I hope y'all hear me. I hope y'all hear me, man. Just, God saying this fight they have might lead to see because they're not understanding what it's greater here. We all fighting for a cause. But I got the cause center attention in 2019. I got their attention, and that's what we attack, and that's what we attack. You gonna go to sleep?